and I'm one of the founders of Black Professional Men, an organization based here in Baltimore, Maryland, who's dedicated to ensuring the future of the African American male. And I'm excited to be here with my friends as we would like to invite everybody to join us on the 20-year anniversary of the Million Man March, 10-10-15, which is going to be taking place in D.C. With the title being Justice or Else. And then the following week, on October 16th here in Baltimore, as we do every year to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the Million Man March. Along with me, I have my friend ishska-ra-hannibal-el and George Harris, who both participated in the Million Man March all those years ago, and we're excited to be here. Gentlemen, how are you guys today?
I'm doing fine, brother.
I'm outstanding, just like you.
Very good. Well, you know, guys, we just got a few minutes to share with everybody, maybe a reflection about our time that we participated back then and what we're looking forward to this year. So how about you, ishska-ra-hannibal-el? You want to enlighten us about your experience?
Well, my experience with the Million Man March, I don't know how I got involved with it, but once I got involved with it, I worked with the local L.O.C, Brother George, other brothers that I know, Bill Gooden, Eartha Harris, different sisters, brothers. The entire community pitched in, and it was a total focus on making this thing happen. And from my experiences, the greatest, unequivocally, the greatest demonstration of black unity, African unity, whatever you want to call ourselves, Moors, black, African, whatever. It was the greatest demonstration of our unity in the history of this country. There's never been a bigger movement. We never worked together and did something on such a large scale that we didn't get a donation from MacArthur Foundation. United Airlines didn't say, here's 500 free tickets for y'all to fly to Washington for free. We did all the hustling, all the planning, all the working, and the execution, and produced the Million Man March.
Great. What are you looking forward to on this 20th anniversary?
On this 20th anniversary, I want to continue to work because several of us have been participating in the commemoration ever since 1995. Every year we have met out at Drew Hill Park before the sun comes up, have ceremonies, reflection, and we intend to do that again. Each year we have had people that participate in the Million Man March that have continued to do different things, do things that they did. Some people were involved before the march. Some people got involved during the march. A lot of people fell off after the march. So that's why you always hear people say, what happened after the march? Well, a lot of things were already going on, and a lot of things have been produced from the march. And we continue. We want to continue to do the work that we've been doing all along. And we want to invite more people to join us so that less people will be running around saying, well, what did the march produce, or what did they do after the march? You have to know the people that's connected to the march to know what happened after the march.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Well, thank you for the reflection as far as and looking forward. George, how about yourself? What do you remember about the march, and what are you looking forward to this upcoming march?
I mean, it was one of the greatest events of my life, short of my children that were born. The Million Man March stands right there. It was like giving birth to a new child. You know, an opportunity to do something great with 1 million+ black men that had never been done before. So the Million Man March really represented an opportunity for me to go with my father. I went with my father and about 10 young men from the neighborhood. I grew up in Zone 18. They used to call it Corner of Assault and Battery, right? But the brothers who went had never been out of the area of Baltimore, let alone going to D.C.
Wow.
So they were like, George, we're going to be safe, you know, just going to D.C. And to tell you the truth, we had to put a couple things away before we left, you know, because of the way that, you know, a lot of our neighborhoods seem to operate.
Right.
So this was a new opportunity for them as well. So my father went to the 1963 march,
Okay.
you see. So it was a great opportunity to create history again, you know, with him and other brothers and sisters that I cared about and loved, right?
Sure.
So one of the important things, again, in my mind, because in organizing the L.O.C. was the Baltimore Local Organized Committee of the Million Man March, I was an economic development chair. So I was putting together the economic agenda for Black America. That was big for me. because I know that's our central issue right now, economics. The 20th anniversary of the Million Man March has to be about economics. If it's not about economics, then we're really not being serious.
Sure.
And hence 20 years, we should have learned now that you can't come together with other people in other groups and create a strong alliance without money.
Makes it very
You have to find a way to fund your agenda, your life. And it's done with money. You know, it's done with opportunities to dignify yourself through wealth, which could be entrepreneurship. And I've been a business owner all my life. I've never worked for anybody besides my father a day in my life.
Right.
And as I got old enough, I created my own enterprises. So that's the same thing I want for your son, your daughter, right? We want them to have the opportunity to participate in the free enterprise system, capitalism. So we have to put together our dollars to make sense.
Yes.
And what has happened in 20 years, some people asking the question, why march? Why do these rallies? Why do this and that? It doesn't make sense, right? So if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, right?
Absolutely.
Now I know people are still asking that question 20 years later. How are we going to make this make sense? So one of the important things for me was, and this was back in '95, for us to come together and unify our dollars under some kind of a system. And this call was made beyond Minister Farrakhan, Martin Luther King, A. Philip Randolph, and that was economic development through banking. We wanted to control our dollars first. Because if we don't control our dollars, we can't influence anything. Right? People are going to always ask, well, what's the interest involved?
So what, you know, and we want to keep moving on, but that's a great point. Solution. Let's talk about solutions. Since the Million Man March, you know, is coming up again, and you've had that time over the 20 years, and banking is central. Do you want to tell us anything about some of the things that you actually did get developed during that course of that time that we could share with the public?
Absolutely. We developed Black Bank of America.
Tell us more about Black Bank of America.
Well, Black Bank of America is an opportunity for us to organize our dollars again through a system of banking where we can control the dynamics of our community, right? Because we know a lot of the banks control a lot of the deposits around the country of our dollars, and it doesn't go into our interests.
Sure. So now, are you talking about actual physical branches being opened up around the country, or could it be like the new wave of banking, which is all done online nowadays?
Well, like you said, it's all done online, and a lot of times, most of our banks that we know aren't open anymore, right? So it's done through this.
And tell us what
a banking card.
Okay.
This is a Black Bank of America card.
Okay.
So you can get that card by going to blackbankofamerica.com.
Okay.
It'll take you 3 to 10 business days.
Sure.
To get your
and
card.
What type of card? Is it a Visa card? Is it a MasterCard?
It's a debit card. It's a debit card.
Okay.
It's a debit card.
But does it carry one of those Visa or MasterCard logos that you?
It carries the Visa and MasterCard logo.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
And you can actually have your card customized to your particular business or something that you might be branding.
But it's around the Black Bank of America.
It's through Black Bank of America.
Okay.
So we partnered with NetSpend, which is a company we partnered with.
What's the name of the company?
NetSpend.
NetSpend.
For over 10 years.
Okay.
Right.
And NetSpend does?
NetSpend does banking with most of our banks that we don't even know about.
Oh, okay.
You know, a lot of them operate through their company and other organizations.
Use their platform.
They use their platform.
So NetSpend does the back office, the bank does the marketing to bring people to that platform, and NetSpend takes care of all the banking
They
transactions.
take care of all of it.
And so they would do the same thing for Black Bank of America.
Black Bank of America.
Absolutely. So now, when people use that card, are there benefits that the community gets to, get from using that card? Do they get any special discounts? Do they get any rebates? Anything like that?
Well, you do get a really good competitive interest rate
Okay.
on your savings account. Because you get a savings account as well as a banking account.
Okay.
Okay? So one of the other things is, yes, there's an opportunity for you to benefit. When you tell somebody and another member tells someone, they receive $20. It's
Okay.
a $20 bonus.
Okay.
And then you also receive a $20 bonus for informing them about it.
Sure.
It's just a rebate for referral.
Sure. Is the bank itself something that the members of the community could invest in and help grow? Could they buy shares in this bank?
At this point in time, no.
Okay.
Because what we have to do first is just like the Million Man March, mobilize and organize ourselves
Sure.
around a vehicle. And this is a tool that we have to, one, become one with, right? And once we have 1 million cardholders of Black Bank of America, then we can say we want to direct that somewhere. We want to do like Minister Farrakhan asked us in 1995, let's strengthen our institutions.
Sure.
Because a lot of them are compromised. We have great institutions and organizations, but because they're underfunded and we're not funding them, they're serving other people's interests.
So now how can people find out more about Black Bank of America?
Go to www.blackbankofamerica.com.
Very good. So now you're going to be at both events. Are you going to be at 10-10-15 down in DC and at our event here in Baltimore at 10-16?
I'm going to be at 10-10-15 with my brothers. I'm going to be at 10-10-16, which is our holy day,
Right.
1995 Million Man March, which we do in Baltimore and have done for the last 19 years. Rain, sleet, hail, doesn't matter. We've been there. Dedicated, committed. Remember, brothers, say your name.
Yes.
It wasn't just me.
Right.
From Baltimore, we're the vanguard of the Million Man March. We took over 250,000 from this area, which was more than any other city. So, being the leadership, we're stepping out again with the economic agenda.
On 10-16-15.
On 10-10, as we take those to
DC.
DC,
And
and
then
10-10-16.
10-16. Are you saying 10-10-16?
No.
Or 10-16-15?
10-16-15.
Okay.
Which will be here in Baltimore.
Sure.
Which we'll do the sunrise prayer at Drew Hill Park, which we do at 6 o'clock every year, no fail. So we look forward to seeing you there. Again, the economic agenda piece is so critical. Martin Luther King asked us in 1993.
No.
He said, I want you,
1960.
that's correct. He said he wanted us to do one simple practical thing. And that was to take our monies out of our existing banks and deposit them in a black bank. At that particular time, it was Tri-State Bank. Now, the banking issue goes far back, much further than that, because A. Philip Randolph really put Martin Luther King on that agenda, right?
Sure.
And towards his last days, that's what he was talking about, economic development and controlling our power economically.
I absolutely agree with you that that is centrally important to our community, is strengthening us economically. And I want to wrap this up, and before I wrap it up, I want to talk to you about another one of the things that is very important that's going to come out during the course of the 10-10-15 event, as well as the 10-16-15 event. And that's really coming out of the local organizing committee of the Million Man March here in Baltimore, and that is the 100milagenda.com. 100milagenda.com is a new super PAC, the brown and black super PAC. 100 mil stands for the 100 million African Americans and Latinos that are in the country. There's about 47 million African Americans and 53 million Hispanic Americans, and we're putting together an agenda, a 10-point agenda, where we will all be able to participate via social media. We could come in and take the survey, and the top answers become our agenda. Then we will collectively put our monies together and hold that agenda out there. And for any candidates that are looking to get our support, our votes, our money, they will come here and they will adhere to the tenets of our agenda, our platform, if you will. They will center around economics, housing, healthcare, economic justice, environmental justice, law enforcement, voting rights, immigration, you name it. We're going to have those 10 points, and everybody around the country gets to participate to create this super PAC. And we will be rolling this super PAC out in the coming weeks, really on 10-16-15, and it's a product of the Baltimore Local Organizing Committee. And so we're really excited about that. So we're asking you to come on out and join us. You can stop by our website, 100milagenda.com, to find out more about what's going on. Guys, I'm looking forward to joining you guys on 10-10 and 10-16-15.
And we're looking to see you.